Hello, welcome back here today. It's Formula Creator Season 2, Round 3, and it's the Dutch GP. As you of course know, it's been a better start to this season than it was last season. I've actually scored more points. However, I'm not leading championship. I haven't even finished in first, let alone started pole yet, which is similar story to the start of last season. So hopefully we can change it today with a sprint race, but who knows. Let's get into it. Last season, round 3 was a sprint weekend. That sprint race, I won for the first time in Formula Creator. And that same race, I got my first pole position in Formula Creator. Will the stars align back up today? However, we've got quali first, so let's get into it. So yeah, after last season there was quite a bit of controversy around the reverse grid. So as a result, we will be doing a 18-minute session followed by a 5-lap sprint. That sprint finishing order then determines your main race grid. So yeah, it's made in a method that makes it more efficient and less arguments in the long run. But anyways, let's go straight out on track. First car to do so. High fuel, just because we want to do a few runs, get some rubber down. I'm off. And now, let's start our first lap of the event. Hopefully no mistakes. That would be a great way to start quali here today. Currently 2 cars still in the pits. It's one of the 2 Mercedes, and then it's Hayden. There is one new driver on this grid today, and that's Dan Yeoman. He's partnering Owen CFC on this grid in Mercedes. So yeah, hopefully they can, if they appear consistently, they could amount a possible title charge here. To say the least, I've this lap up quite horrendously. But yeah, let's try another run. It's a very off lap. But yeah, hopefully it allows us a bit more tyre temp. Tom, 1:10.2. I'm in 1 minute 9.3s in time trial. Matter, 1 minute 10.0. Rodrigo on the mediums. Dan Yeoman goes 4th for the Mercedes. Lap complete. It's 3rd fastest. It's okay. Quite off pace, I'd say. I thoroughly think there is some more time to be found. Probably more in the middle and 1st sector. Owen to the line now. He's gone 2nd fastest. Let's go for one more fly on this set of tyres. Just trying to get as much rub on the racing line as possible. His main goal this session. So then, at the end, when the track's fully rubbered down, we can see what we can do.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
See, there's more time. I've made a fairly big mistake in that part. However, up to the line now. It's going to be enough for P4. It's an improvement. Where? Yeah, I'm completely off form, I'll be honest. Well, into the box we go. And this is where strategy starts to come into play for this. Because we will have a reset allocation of tyres. Meaning we could use all softs in this and the sprint, and then still have softs for the main race.
Okay, our best lap so far, 1:10.6.
What I'm gonna do is chuck on a set of mediums.
All set, we're ready to go. So let's
So
get
then
the
another
car out
set
to
of
the track.
softs for the main race. Again, sake of putting rubber on the circuit. However, you can see, just based off confidence I have in the car, that I think there's a good lap in still. I can't guarantee pole. However, it'd be really nice to get it here. Because yeah, it's all about, can I get the line stuck down? If the answer is yes, then pole is there. Let's sort this out quick. If I can get back in pits, I should be able to. With ease. Let's go for another run. Extra rubber again. It's going to be a main principle in most of these quali sessions this season. It's all about how much rubber can be placed on circuit. It's a small gain. However, that small gain could give me P4. You never know in qualifying sessions like this. But yeah. If I leave pits around 3 minutes to go, I'll be round with enough time to do 2 runs. So yeah. I'll be honest, yeah. I still don't want a title. I've said it since day one of this season. I've won a title in this league. I'm in Hall of Fame. Don't need to go for it again.
Right, so our best lap so far, 1 minute 10.5.
There's currently still a fair bit of time to find.
Okay, when you're ready.
Let's go out. We're probably going to be the first car out, but 2 runs will be great. Two hot laps, that's all we've got. Let's back off throttle a bit. Let Hayden get a little runaway. And now go. Hayden's in pits anyways. However, there's still a bit of time to find. About half a second still in it. I'm backing off. Cheza has retired in pits. Matt has found more time. However, let's see if we can ruin the party. Owen's got pole. He's 6 tenths up on what we've done. Jez is celebrating Owen's pole. However, I'm on a run. Will it be pole here in Zandvoort? Or will we just miss out? I think we're going to miss out. It's going to be third. I ran out of battery there. But yeah, good run for our money. Owen gets pole here. And it's not that far apart at all. Owen is a pole sitter here in Formula Creator. I'm happy I'm not fourth. It would be my lowest start. But let's see what ground we can make in this sprint race. I really think if we can get a good run, we could win. But yeah, that was quality. We're third on the grid for the sprint. Not a bad start place. It's quite favourable more than anything, because for all we know, them two take each other out turn one. We could get collected, or we could just glide through. And away we go here. In Zandvoort, Matters had a moment into turn one. Around the outside, fighting our title rival. As we go through every part of them first few corners, we will promote ourselves into P2, however. It's a very much ideal start, leading probably our title rival, or at least the championship leader. Big opportunity to try and hang on with Owen now, and see whether or not we can get past. Last time I won a league championship, it was the last season in Formula Creator, and my first win that season was the first sprint race, which was round 3. It's round 3, and it's the first sprint race of the season. Does that mean maybe we win, and maybe even go to the title? Who knows?
Okay, DRS is now available.
Matters are locked up there, turn 1. Almost collected me with him.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
Very strong send by Matter there. Rather trigger happy. No. Ooh, almost lost it there. Let's burn a bit of battery. We need to keep up with Matter here. Owen is losing so much on Matter. As there's Owen off. Let's now try and keep up with Matter here.
Brilliant, nice move. Keep going.
Probably won't get DRS for this zone. But if we can grab it for the final one of the lap, it's good for our bid. I have a feeling Matter's going to be trying to burn battery over this lap just to protect himself more than anything. Like, look at how much he gains in a straight line. That's due to having lower downforce on the car. but this is where we gain on him. The high downforce sections, middle sector, more than anything.
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
Let's burn some battery here. Let's try and chip away at matter now. You've got DRS. Let's drag ourselves towards the house. A bit of weaving there by matter. He's gonna go wide. I tried tucking under. And now this is a drag race. To the line. Who wins? Me or Matter? It's gonna be me. I win the sprint race. Come on. Yes! Whew. Come on! Ah, wow. I'm pumped. Pole position for the main race. Come on. Ah. The tattoo fight, maybe. It's on. That was absolute art. Ah. Yeah. Matter, don't worry about that dive bomb, don't worry. I saw it coming. It was a bit far off though. But yeah, as long as I didn't turn in, we would have been fine, and I didn't. But yeah, absolute crazy stuff. Drag race to the line to win the sprint race. Just shows how competitive this grid is more than anything. Well, Let's hope we can control this race now. Because if we can control it, we should surely win it. I'll be honest, that's probably my favourite race win in my league history. Even though it was only a sprint, probably the favourite by far. Yeah, now we just have to stay calm. Composure is going to be key here because we could claw back a fair few points. It's raining. And away we go here in Zandvoort. Look at how much better of a start Mata gets though. Just so much more grip off the line, which therefore pays dividends. And just so I can sprint race, I'm round the outside of someone in turn 1. However, this time instead of Mata it was Owen. As now, it's a proper skedaddle. Everyone drifting around, seeing who can get better traction. And it's clearly the Haas. But let's try and keep up. That's going to be where our race lies today. Whether or not we can keep up with the Haas ahead. But lower downforce on the Haas means likes of myself, Owen, Otter are all going to be up there. Probably ahead of him. Which means this is a very big chance for a really big result in the standings. Just not quick enough in a straight line though, that's what's keeping Mata there over us. But yeah, it's top 2 in the championship, going head to head here in Zandvoort. We went head to head in the sprint race, led to it being decided literally on the finish line, and there we go, down the inside of Mata, gonna try and really run him wide.
Nice work, mate, that brings you up a place.
And that should be us in the lead for at least a lap. as Otter's already losing massive time every lap. So is Matter and Owen though, just showing so much more veteran driving skill on my behalf. Owen fastest lap, however, due to the fact he didn't have to fight off Matter on that lap as he tries it into turn 1. But this is a great opportunity for me to build a lead in this race. Matter and Owen fighting. I can just manage my pace a bit, keep the tyres in a window, and also try and pull away. Last 2 times it rained on Formula Creator were 2 races where I got pole. Both times I bottled it. In Brazil, it all just went wrong. Crashed, strategy, all up in the air. That's why I came 3rd from pole in Brazil. In Texas, lost the lead in turn 1. Wasn't able to keep up for the remainder of the race. Settled for P2. Last time I won in the wet was pre-season of season 1, where I gapped everyone enough to do an extra stop and still win by 12 seconds. But yeah, here today, I'm hoping for redemption on all that. Currently leading by 1.3, 1.4 on lap 4 of 36. Very long way to go still though. But pace is strong. And as long as I'm happy with the pace, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to hang on here. If Matter and Owen want to get back into this race, they may have to start burning a bit.
Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far.
As its fastest lap, a 21.0. Very close to being a 21 flat, as there was Matter, if you saw briefly, having a snap. Very poor sector 1 to say the least. Owen's dropped off. Matter's starting to claw himself into this race once more. I can't lie, this race is so touch and go at the moment because I've just set purple sector which Matter then took, and I can't lie, this lap has really been the epitome of my season. Starts strong but ends horrifically. As you can see, Matter's now overtaking distance, so I'm expecting a move in turn 1 from him as he's set fastest lap and went a whole second quicker that last time round. However, let's see if we can try and tame in some more pace and start babysitting in this race. Try and have that lead and have the pace to match as well. It's a green sector 1. Owen's retired from the race. He's had a moment, and that's him out. But look, Tom, he's got 0 pace in rain. He was there in the sprint. He's now 8 seconds off on lap 6. Dan Yeoman, he's also not too far off, but currently green than purple. And this race is really between me and my title rival. What Owen was telling me before the race is that Tom Otter is out of this title fight. I then told him if all of us have a really bad race, and he consistently does well for him, he's back in. And that's happened here for Owen, because he's DNF'd, and now Tom is currently on par for podium. As a result, that therefore puts Owen on the back foot now, as he should probably be level pegging with Otter, if not that, matching at the end of this race, with the sole difference being the sprint race result where Otter beat him. But yeah, now this stage of the race, where we've done quite a bit of temp damage, we need to use up some of the wetted parts. Really try and keep tyres in a window. And then here, break the toe. And Mata just not able to gain enough to go for a move. Now through the valley. It's very difficult to find a wet part of the track and stick to it, because literally the racing line goes through the quickest way. Going off it, you lose so much time, as I've gone a step wrong there. My first mistake of this race allows Mata to start putting a bit of pressure on. On average, it's about 3% tyre wear a lap. Should be able to make it to my window fine. But still, Mata just going to start piling the pressure on. But I just get better traction on the exit. That therefore allows me to evacuate onto the damper parts of the road and then cover him off for turn 1. That just shows how crucial my move was in the earlier stages. Had so much more traction in the slow speed, and that's why I'm ahead. Because in slow speed I can manage my advantage of about half a second. Then in the straights he just finds it. But as long as he can't beat me in a straight line, due to being about half a second up, he's gonna have to find alternate methods, and them alternate methods will have to be involving the usage of battery. Therefore, I'll be in a better battery position as well come the end of this race. If it does get to that point where battery is needed to dictate who wins and comes second. But because he is so much closer this time round, I'm going to use that battery I've had, so his gain is very minimal. As Mata set fastest lap there, his fastest lap's been consistently 2 tenths quicker than mine, just showing how tight we are. How even though he's got that pace advantage, he's unable to get past, and due to it being wet, It's so easy to recover battery, meaning I could just do the same method every lap. Meaning he's going to have to find some more than battery. As it's purple sector 1 for me. It's a good lap so far. Currently keeping Mata at bay. As it's another purple sector. Really good lap so far. And just to rub off a bit more top speed, I'm going to use some more battery down this main straight. Because I think I found a method where I can be quicker, as it's a 19.6.
Well done.
The drivers from 3rd down to 7th are probably like, how the fuck are they constantly finding improvement? But what I can say is, I think Mata will agree, the track's drying.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
And then also being able to use battery. As a look at how close Mata gets through there. As I've just chucked it deep in an attempt to defend Mata. However, this is where the Haas takes the upper hand in the race now. Therefore meaning, strategy may be undercut. And if we do that, will we have the pace? But we know we are consistently quicker out of that final traction zone.
Right, we need to get past
and down here, we can burn a bit of battery. Try and pull ourselves closer. We can go into the clean air, pick up some of the colder water to cool the tyres a bit. And just stick with them as much as we can. Until at least a lap 15 where we can pit and probably get away with it.
The car ahead is a second a lap faster than you.
I don't know why, but this was found out in Australia, and in Australia, the car behind's always quicker. When you swap places, the car behind then becomes quicker. It's just so confusing to interpret who's the quicker driver on this grid. Because it's as straightforward as that. Whoever's behind is the quicker car. Car wants to start fighting. That's due to the what's it? Temps. But it says rain's meant to worsen for the next 10 minutes. Meaning, will my pace come back? Maybe even a switch over to the fresher tyres. I want to try and react to when Mata does pit. In some way, shape or form. Is he going to try and predict I undercut? If so, does he pit lap 15? Therefore, do I pit lap 14 or do I go lap 16? There's so many factors to consider in this race. Or is Mata going to try and read my body language as to whether or not I'm going to pit? But yeah, Mata and I are consistently doing personal best sector ones. But then neither of us able to go for a whole purple lap. But now, is that me telling him, because I'm pushing a bit harder, I'm on an in, so does he trigger a lap early? Fastest lap, it's a 19.3. I'm really knocking on his door now, and that's going to start annoying the Haas. Seeing that even though it's a lap 15, even though his tyres are screaming out for help, even though mine are screaming even louder for help, that I am able to pile the pressure on. This is where racecraft comes in. I can't lie, this race, if matters are listening, I want to go as long as possible on this first stint. Tyres are going through the roof now. And I've dropped out of a second. It's going to be it's going to be pit stop time now. But he's got the gap. So it kind of means my race is out the window. This happened in Texas. The car ahead just became so much quicker. Pulled out like 1.5 in a lap. Then I pit. Then they reacted a lap later and managed to come back. So this is where my race enters upset. Have I pushed the tyres too much? Because I've got track limits warning. But Matta's probably going to say, yep, he's going to pit. And therefore pit himself.
We've got a lot of spare energy.
No, he stayed out. I'm going to chuck the car into the pits then. Hopefully, undercut.
Fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting.
That's the core part of this race now.
Okay, stay clear.
How far ahead of Otter am I is going to be crucial as well. Quite far ahead. I'm clear of him. Let's go full push then. Does Matter send it? Yeah, he's in the pits. This is the drag race element. Have we gained enough on this outlap? Or is he just able to cover off? I think he's going to be enough. He's out the pits now. I've just crossed the line. There he is. He is clear. But Otter, 10-second penalty for speeding into the pit lane. But look at how much these tyres are cooking up already. There is just set alight. Does it make it a two-stopper? Maybe. Because yeah, it wasn't going this quick in the earlier stages of the race. If it's 5% a lap, I'm not making it to the end. No chance. But it will probably be more than 5% a lap.
Remember to play around with ERS modes in your MFD if you need to.
So, how do I want to send messages to Matter that I don't think these tyres are going to go? Maybe really try and get up in his mirrors.
The car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
To do dry patch again. I think using all the wet patches will also show.
The right tyres for the time being.
Because it's about 6-7% a lap now. They'll be gone by the end of this 10 laps or so. Therefore, do I try and pit around lap 30 or whatever and put a hunt? Make him pit again. Because these aren't going to go the distance I want. Like, no way the car's sliding that much under braking 4 laps old. Like, I've just lost good 4 tenths out of it. No way these tyres are going to the end.
Conditions don't look like they're shifting. We're predicting at least 20 minutes of heavy rainfall.
Getting frustrated now. Just tyres. But yeah, it happened in Texas. It happened in Texas.
Increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 a lap.
Yeah, don't know what to say. Tyres don't want to fucking go the distance. I've done an Owen in sprint. Race is done. Race is fucking done. If Finn wants to start waffling bullshit, go at it. Like, something to entertain me. And to fuel my rage. Really trying to keep tyres now. I'm going to say rear left started on 51% rather than 50.
Is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
We're finding time. A lot of time. I think if Matter sees me pit, he's gonna pit. It's either that or he's gonna very much go ballsy and try and coach it to the end. But yeah, I've got 10 laps, 40%, it's not gonna last. He probably might be able to make it last, but he's got a lower wear. Dropping differentials again. So annoying.
We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
Yeah. Let's pull trigger. Try and go to the end on a fresh set. But look at the tyres, 72%, and there's still 8 laps.
And we're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
No, I'm not. There's a fight over podium, Tom versus Dan Yeoman. Mercedes really trying to get it. But yeah, I think that's me sending a message very clear that I ain't gonna make it.
Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
Meaning, yeah, 2 stop was the strat. Now let's send a message on track that I'm quicker.
you know, we're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors, so I don't think you need to...
I'm 90% sure he's going to pit.
So keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems.
At some point in this race. If he doesn't, then yeah, it just shows how shambolic controllers are with tyre management. He could be in puncture territory come the end. If he is, it will mean I'll have to be pushing. So I'm there. Purple, purple. At least we can go home with a point, you know? Just trying to keep it as close as possible.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
I'd say as long as I'm on track, he's under threat. Especially for the remainder of this race, because he's definitely going to be in puncture territory come the end. However, tyre wear, exact same as last stint. But pace is not quick enough, I'd say. I need about 3 seconds a lap on him. Yeah, it's going to be very, very tight to the line if it does even go that far. But I think my pace is going to start matching his in a lap or so time. But he's going to be, as said, very close to a puncture, whereas I'll be safe. There's 4 laps, still need about 3 seconds on each one I do. Yeah. Pace, there was good pace that lap. Need a bit more though. Yellows for Jezza, who looks like he's gone round.
Yellow flag. Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead. Green flag.
That V-carb has just gone off in the perfect place.
Okay, you're creating some breathing
However,
space between you and the car behind by a few seconds.
this lap may actually be the deciding lap in the race, because I really have not found that time. Yeah, it's gone. I've gained nothing that lap. I need a puncture now from Mata. But I don't think he will get it. And if so, I really want to question... Well, Jez has just retired in the pits. But yeah, I really want to question why everyone else was able to go to the end. But I wasn't able to. And I only pitted a lap earlier than most. Just gone off. Yeah. He needs to puncture this lap. Well, gonna be P2 for the third race in a row, fastest lap. But yeah, Mata's gonna win 3 in 3. He's won 4 of his 5 races in Formula Creator, excluding sprints.
Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap.
See, if I had this pace 2 laps ago, I would have got him. But that pace didn't come. Therefore, Mata is going to stand on top step for 3rd race in a row. The championship is 100% his. He deserves it. He's shown it from the moment he entered the league with a dominant win on debut. But yeah, I'm just so confused about that pace. It was so nip and tuck, so touch and go. Never really had a true sense of why the tyres didn't go that way. But yeah, it'll be 2nd. Just keeping good pace and good form. Really also trying to protect Alpine's constructors now, as they currently do it. 6 points lost, not bad to Haas. But the sprint win, that was a big relief. But yeah, third place, Tom Otter, with 10 seconds. Just to put him 3 seconds ahead of Dan Yeoman, who is gonna come across the line in P4 on his Formula Creator debut, with Gugu Cosmelli or Rodrigo staying consistent. Third race in a row finishing P5. He's gonna get 5th, with Hayden in 6th. But yeah, I don't know what was wrong in that race. Thank you, Tom. GG to you too. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't know what was wrong. Pace wasn't there, especially in the second stint. The tyres just blew up on itself. But yeah, there's your finishing results. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.